The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have been met with anti-colonial protesters during their two-day Jamaican tour, with Meghan's racism allegation likely contributing to the hostility, according to journalist Dan Wootton. Mr. Wootton said Kate and Will's tour has been increasingly overshadowed by a toxic row over local calls for reparations to compensate for British colonialism. He added, in fact, Meghan Markle's pack of lies to her nodding BFF Oprah Winfrey suggesting the monarchy is a racist institution and casting doubt on its senior members is now providing a significant boost to the fast-moving Republican cause in Jamaica at the worst possible moment. According to the journalist, Harry and Meghan have become the pin-ups for the Commonwealth's destruction. He said, this was always the concern of senior courtiers when Meghan's claim to Oprah about a so-called unnamed royal racist who asked about her unborn baby skin color went unchallenged. Republicans across the Commonwealth would try to use the claims to bring the Queen's reign to an end in the monarch's twilight years. He claimed that this is exactly what's happening. According to the broadcaster, campaigners are using Kate and Will's trip, and the media attention that comes with it, as a way of inflicting maximum damage on the monarchy. He reported a royal insider saying, this was the nightmare scenario after Meghan's Oprah lies, now it's coming true. Mr. Wootton said Bert Samuels, a Jamaican lawyer and reparations advocate, is leading the charge and fell for Meghan's crocodile tears hook, line and sinker. He believes Mr. Samuels is using the claims to advance his political cause, which is to make the UK pay reparations to compensate for the African slaves brought to the island before being made illegal in 1833. The lawyer told, Jamaicans were very torn up to hear about Harry and Meghan's issue, and Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah Winfrey, and that has torn us. That's William's brother, that's his nephew, and for Harry to have been treated the way he was, and worse yet Meghan. The Jamaicans are very hurt by the treatment of an African American woman in that family. William needs to speak to that when he comes in, as it were. He should come here with an apology, not only for slavery but for the treatment of a black woman who had to run out of the palace with her husband. That's a strong issue and that's a fresh wound. The GB News presenter said those trying to paint a picture of our 95-year-old monarch, who has spent her entire life working to strengthen the Commonwealth, as some sort of racist is a disgrace. Anyone who knows anything about the Queen is aware that couldn't be further from the truth. He added, shame on Meghan Markle for the damage she's caused to the Commonwealth and shame on the propagandists in Jamaica and the media using her fantasies to advance their Republican cause. In other news, all is seemingly not well in Prince Harry's marriage to Meghan Markle, believes royal author Duncan Larcombe, who, in his latest comments, dissected bizarre instances that hint at trouble in paradise for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. According to the author of Prince Harry, the inside story shared that Harry's recent behavior indicates an increasingly isolated lifestyle for the Duke of Sussex, a classic example of things going south. Larcombe also pointed out Harry's recent outings where Meghan was notably absent, saying, Harry's recent appearance at the Texas rodeo was totally bizarre. It was especially bizarre as it so clearly goes against Meghan's animal rights beliefs. And Meghan's absence from the Super Bowl was baffling too. He went on to add, from what I hear, Harry has cut out many of the people who ever loved him from his life. His family, his old school friends, the list goes on. I think one of the biggest signs of a relationship not going well is that one or both of you become very isolated from the friends and family and people who love you and who you grew up with. Summarizing his earlier statement, Larcombe said, it's worrying, as he's more alienated than ever now, which shows things aren't going well. Prince Harry and Meghan stepped away as senior royals in early 2020, subsequently relocating to the US and have since been embroiled in a seemingly one-sided feud with the royal family.